Today's Business Spotlight, we're going to learn more about the Lima Symphony Orchestra. And joining us today, the Executive Director, Elizabeth Brown-Ellis. And thanks for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you.
Okay, so I always say that if people have never been to a symphony concert, they're missing a lot. I mean, you have plenty of room for everyone to check out the symphony, and we're so lucky to have you guys in our community, right? Not everyone has a symphony.
It's very rare for a community our size and our demographics to have a symphony. And we are entering our 69th season, I think. And so, we're just really fortunate to have such support from the community. And we're lucky that we're still here and we love serving the community.
What is it about the symphony that you think people don't know? They just take for granted that there's musicians on the stage,
I think there are a couple of things. First of all, I don't think they realize how fun the concerts are. I think people remember going to a concert with their parents or grandparents. There's a little kid with their schools, and they had to get dressed up and they had to do things they didn't want to do. And I don't think they realize that, we have changed with the times as well. And we are playing music that is identifiable and that is exciting. And there's usually a visual component to the concerts and that it's a lot of fun. And I also think people don't realize that all of our musicians are professionals. They are all paid. They are all, most of them have master's degrees, doctorate degrees. It's a very big business in some ways. And I don't think people really know that either.
Yeah, I think people just think of you as for entertainment and that it's not a business. Yeah, that it is like that. And to your point, you and Andrew, you work really hard to make sure these concerts are different, that they do engage people and stuff, right? Like you said, it's a lot different than many years ago.
Exactly. That's something that was really important when we did our music director search and when we hired Andrew Cross to be our new music director, was somebody who was really interested in not just in what was happening on the stage, but also out in the community, because we're doing such great works out in the community with all of our education programs, with our Healing Through Music and Drumming Up Hope programs. And we wanted to bring that spirit also then back into the concert hall. And so, we are doing things that we typically have not done. We are playing a lot of underrepresented composers. We're doing a lot of when I say new music, I don't necessarily mean contemporary music. I mean music that is new to our audience. We'll always be respectful of the master works. We will always have Mozart and Tchaikovsky and Beethoven. That's the fundamental of what we do. That's the beauty of what we do. But there are so many composers that haven't been heard typically, and so many works that we're really bringing to Lima for the first time. And that's what I think is so exciting.
I think the other thing that's exciting is you guys are continuing programs where you're reaching out to the young kids, the story time, and, you bring kids in for young people for concerts and stuff like that. Maybe you reach the kids and that brings the parents in too.
Exactly. That's something that we always, think about. If we involve the kids, their parents usually come with them and hopefully they hear something they love and want to come, back to another concert. But yeah, that's so important to us. The education, the outreach programs, just making sure kids are exposed to music. We have been very unfortunate in this area that so many of our schools have had to cut their music programs or have had to really trim them because of budget cuts. And so that has just increased our responsibility and our commitment to making sure kids hear music.
Okay, so you've got a new season out there, right? Somebody never been to this concert, buy some tickets, right? Try it out.
Absolutely. Buy some tickets, try it out. There are so many great concerts. I can't even say, if you've never been, try this one, because every one of them is going to be different and exciting and just really wonderful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So try out the Lima Symphony. Anything else that you want to say to maybe get the community back into the hall at the Civic Center to see you guys?
I think, our audience has been hesitant to return after the pandemic. And, we are in close communication with state and county health officials. The Civic Center has made incredible changes and upgrades in just the recycling of the air and how they're spacing people. And, our concerts, of course, everything is a risk these days, but don't be hesitant because we can keep you safe and make you very happy.
Yeah, there's nothing like the joy of music, and that's what you guys are bringing to us.
Absolutely. And, I think we all got comfortable and forgot that excitement of being together and having that live experience. And there's really nothing like that live experience.
Certainly not. All right. Elizabeth, thank you for joining us today in the Business Spotlight, telling us about the Lima Symphony Orchestra.
Thanks, Holly.
All right, don't go away. First Edition continues in a moment.